Welcome back to another episode of A Road to Recovery presented by Addiction Recovery Care. I'm Courtney Howell, and with me today I have Tabatha Sweeney. She is an administrative assistant to the CEO's office at ARC. And Tabatha, recovery isn't just something that you do professionally, you know something about it personally. I want to start your story by saying addiction doesn't just affect one person, and neither does recovery. So could you give us a little bit of background in what you know about addiction and recovery?
So a little under 3 years ago, I found myself looking at a situation that I had never been in before. My husband was headed to recovery. It was a tough time. I had to set healthy boundaries with him. Actually, when he went to treatment, we didn't talk for 1 month. But he called me from treatment, apologized, and God just spoke to me in that moment and said, everything's going to be okay. I'm going to take care of this. And I watched my husband begin to surrender to God and the tools that ARC was giving him to recover. And I seen a complete transformation. I actually began a job with ARC as an intake coordinator at that time, and I started to learn about addiction, the disease. I started reading books. I started watching videos, talking to other people about addiction, and really educate myself on what he was facing, what our family was facing.
I think a lot of times maybe the loved ones feel a little left in the dark when someone they love goes to treatment.
Yes.
We're secure knowing they're getting the help they need, but we're kind of just back home wondering, okay, what's really going on? What is this going to look like? So what would you say to someone who may be in the same exact boat as you found yourself 3 years ago? What encouragement would you give them if their loved one is seeking treatment right now? I
would tell them that there's hope. Through God, all things are possible. And like I was saying about educating myself about addiction and Al-Anon meetings, and compassion and patience and love. It hasn't been easy. Where me and my husband are today is beautiful. We have recovered together.
Tabatha, what does recovering out loud look like for you and your husband today?
So my husband was a chaplain for ARC. He recently changed positions to a spiritual life coach with Southeast Christian Church, and he goes into the centers and he ministers to the guys at Addiction Recovery Care. And we recover out loud. That's part of the healing. I think that Satan wants us to compress and hide the addiction and the recovery. And I just feel that we have recovered so well by not living in shame, because addiction is real. Addiction affects families, and not hiding that has been very freeing.
Well, Tabatha, we thank you for recovering out loud. We're excited for this journey. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Back to you in the studio.